So I want to talk about some of the things that we've heard in our quest to be successful, whether it's in business or whether it's in our own personal lives. Some of the quote unquote cliche things that you've heard that maybe you don't even really know what they mean. I got started in my very first business at the age of 18. And during that time, I heard a lot of stuff. I heard a lot of things that people said, you must do this in order to be successful. You must do this in order to build a business. People told me you got to personally develop, but there were some things that people said that at the end of the day, it was just an emotional hype. It sounds really great, but how many people know if you don't have a strategy behind something that you tell someone to do, chances are they're not going to apply it, meaning they're not going to get any results from it. So I remember just kind of growing up in business, and I know a lot of you guys may be aspiring entrepreneurs or part-time entrepreneurs, and you're on that journey. You're on that journey to be better. You're on that journey not only to build something significant, when it comes to a business, but you're on that journey to become the better and the higher version of yourself. So as I was kind of thinking about this, I'm like, what are two of the main things that I've heard kind of spewed out over the years that if I would take just the average person and say, well, how do you do that? Most people just wouldn't know. I didn't know either. It took me years to really develop strategies behind these things to not only teach myself, but eventually being fortunate enough to teach to the clients that I've been privileged enough to work with. Now, let's talk about it real quick. And all of you guys, I only picked two because I'm trying to keep this video not as long, but so I only picked two. So the first one was mindset. Mindset. If you're on any kind of journey in business or personal development, or you're just trying to live your life every single day, somebody has told you at some point, well, you got to have a good mindset, right? What does that mean? I mean, a good mindset, think about it. What does that mean? And even if you have your own definition for what that means, my next question is how? How? If I asked you right now, how do you have a good mindset? Exactly how do you construct that? What are the practical 1, 2, 3 steps, or what is the strategy behind that? Because I remember being young and going home after someone said, you need to improve your mindset. And I was excited about it. And they, added on some other things to that, but no strategy. And I remember going home. How many of you know it's different when you get home? You can go to all of the motivational seminars in the world. But once you go home and whoever that was on the stage is not there pumping you up and yelling and shouting and doing whatever it is to keep you emotionally high, if you don't know what to do, you're in trouble. And I was in trouble because I didn't know what that meant to have a good mindset. And I definitely didn't know how to construct it. Hell, I didn't even know if my mindset was bad. And if it was, how did it get that way, right? So over the years and over time, I started to break that word down or turn it around so that it had real meaning. Instead of saying mindset, I started to say set your mind. And then I started to look at it like, well, if you set your mind, it's basically how you program your mind. So if someone would have told me back then that in order to have a proper mindset for success, I have to program myself to the specific success that I want to produce. If you're programming a computer to do X, Y, Z, you program it with a specific program to accomplish whatever it is that the desired result is, right? So having a good mindset or set your mind. Every single day I've learned that when you wake up, you got to set your mind to how you want your day to go. That's your mindset. Whatever you set it on. If you wake up in the morning and you say, man, you know what, I know it's going to be a rough day. I know, the people at work or the people in my business, they're not going to do what they're supposed to do. You are setting your mind for an outcome, right? Because what you just did was you just created something within you. You created a thought. And now as you continue to think that thought throughout the day, you're creating a belief in something you don't want, but you're creating a belief. And anytime you think a thought long enough, it becomes a belief. And when something becomes a belief, guess what? It can now become a reality in your life. So as a result of that, chances are your day turns out that way. The things that you thought wouldn't go well, they don't, right? You zig, it zag, right? But it became a thing because guess what? You set your mind that way. You mindset it yourself, if that makes sense. So that's just a small thing just to look at that because sometimes we never had a strategy. So now you got to ask yourself, What is it that I am taking in on a regular basis that's helping to program my mind, which is setting it at a certain level. And based on whatever level it's being set on, whatever level I'm vibrating on, based upon what I program in, it set my mind to a point, and my mind is going to help me align and produce whatever that is. Whether it's good or bad or indifferent, it really doesn't matter. It's whatever you set your mind on. What have you been taking in the most? Here's a news flash for a lot of people that it took me forever to figure out. The things you don't want in life, don't set your mind to them, meaning don't pay attention to them. Don't give it your focus. Don't give it your thought. Don't give it your time. Don't give it your energy. Why? Because if you give it your energy, it's going to get in. And once it gets in, your mind is going to set to that, therefore creating thoughts, therefore creating a belief system, and therefore creating a reality, right? So be careful what you take in. That also goes for this second thing that I want to talk about is, and I love this because people still say this today, and most people, you love it when you hear it, me too. But after that, like, what do you do with it when people tell you think positive? Hey man, think positive. All you gotta do is think positive. It's like, okay, okay. And then I walk away and all of those negative thoughts that I was having prior to whoever told me to think positive, they were right there waiting for me. Like, hey, I know they said think positive, but since you don't have a strategy on how to do that, we're still here. And all of that negativity and all of that doubt and frustration and stress and all of those things that I don't want, they're still there. But I'm think positive. How do you think positive? What's the strategy behind that? When I go home, what do I do to think positive? Do I just say think positive again? Do I call you? What do I do? Guess what? You got to go back to what I just said. In order to think positive, you got to put in something that's going to produce that result. Most of the time, if we're honest with ourselves and we pay attention to how we govern our lives on a daily basis, the things that we take in, a lot of times it's garbage. The conversations that we have, a lot of times they're not conversations to elevate you. They're conversations that will keep you exactly where you are. Because we talk to people and we do this thing that somebody said was healthy, we vent. Venting a lot of times just means that you call somebody or you get with somebody who's just like you, right? And you guys just swap war stories. You talk about how bad it is and how crazy it is, and y'all agree because both of y'all are in the same boat. And guess what? By doing that, you're taking in things that aren't going to produce thinking positive. It's not going to produce you thinking in line with. And that's how I substitute that phrase of think positive. Think positive means program yourself enough so that you think in line with. Think in line with what, RJ? Think in line with what you desire. I desire, RJ, a business that produces, $30,000 a month. Okay, well, great. And if somebody says, well, you got to think positive about that, now you know that what they're really saying is you got to think in line with a business that produces $30,000 a month, which means this: you're going to have to guard against anybody that talks against that. You're going to have to guard against conversations that go against that. You're going to have to guard against some of the things that might be on television that say that the economy is not doing so well, and making X amount of dollars per month for somebody that looks just like you is unrealistic. Guess what? You got to guard yourself against that, because that's now being deposited into you. And no matter how many times you say, I'm going to think positive, that information, I'm going to tell you why information is important, but that information will choke the life out of somebody telling you or you telling yourself to think positive. Information breeds everything. The right information can breed you on a path to what you desire, and the wrong information can breed you on a path to what you don't desire, what you don't want in your life. The question becomes, what type of information, whether it's in conversations, whether it's from television, radio, your best friend, something you read in a book, what type of information are you taking in? And is that information in line with what it is you want to produce, or is it the opposite? Because if it's the opposite, you're not thinking positive. You're not thinking in line with what you want. You're actually thinking negative because you're thinking the opposite of what you want. So I might have to do 10,000 videos on this because there's so much stuff out there that people have said to us, and they continue to say, but nobody talks about, how do I apply this to my life for real? Is this even real? You know, we got a lot of people now when it comes to business, they telling you that don't sleep when you're dead. I'm gonna have to talk about that because some of y'all are taking that literally and you really are doing harm to yourself because somebody told you while they were on a beach that you should sleep when you're dead, right? But maybe because they already made it, they can be on the beach now. But anyway, maybe I shouldn't get into that right now. But you guys just really think about what I'm saying. Don't just take the statements and the cliche stuff and the things that you hear from the stage. Don't just take it for face value, go home and don't know how to apply it, therefore never getting the real results from it. Mindset, think positive. Now I hope you know some strategies and a little bit more of a perspective on what those things really mean.